All right, well, here is one of the tough questions that we defense attorneys get all the time, and that is why do you do what you do and how can you defend those folks? And let me answer that on several levels. First of all, how do I do what I do? Society wise, the criminal justice system is here to help everybody, not just people accused of crimes, but it's primarily here to make sure that people who have committed crimes are held accountable in a fair way. And as part of our societal ethos, it's incredibly important to have good work being done in that field because everyone, not just the people who are accused of crimes, benefits if the system works well, reforms the people who have committed the crimes, and returns them as productive members of society. What the rest of us who are not in the criminal justice system have to concentrate on is accepting that there can be reform and taking people who have been reformed back into our society, embracing them and helping them be productive, recognizing that we benefit from that and that success in the system is those people paying their debt to society and returning as better people. That's why we have to treat them with respect. It's why we have to defend their rights and make sure they're treated fairly because they need to buy in to being back in this society and we need to buy into wanting them back. That's the big picture of why I do what I do. I also do what I do because individuals need a lot of help. Individuals need to understand how the system works and how they can get the most out of it, even when they're in a bad situation, even when part of what they're getting out of it is going to be punishment. They need to understand how the system is supposed to benefit them and make them a better person at the end. They need to buy into that. They also need to buy into the system is fair, meaning their side will be heard. And that's the third reason I do what I do. Everyone's side needs to be heard. People plead guilty all the time. They want to explain what they did and why they did it, even if it was a crime, even if what they did is very wrong. And giving them the ability to have that voice, to say that, and giving their families the ability to get into court and say why, even though their loved one has done something bad and committed a crime, there's a future for him back in society or her back in society. If they feel they can have that input, and if they feel that the outcome might be harsh but fair, the system will work better. We will have less crime, and everyone will be better off. So there's a little short answer at several levels of why I do what I do and how I can defend anybody accused of anything. That's right, anyone accused of anything. That's what we do here at The Defender. John Tompkins.